at night. I've got a trick for Mickey Mouse. Sorry, Minnie, but we don't want to be dull villains on Halloween.
Okay, everybody, now it's time for a change of pace.
Lights out.
Right you are, Mickey. The villains have taken over this battle. Hey guys. I guess you can tell by now what my theme is. This is round 1 of Quanda Rent 66's theme battle. This one, I was paired up against torrentialvid. And, as you can tell by just that little intro, that my theme is Disney villains. I led off with Gaston here, because nothing fights like Gaston, nothing dynamic punches like Gaston. And torrentialvid told me he had a Crisis Core theme. I'm not sure exactly what Crisis Core is. I'm thinking it's either a game series or an anime. Something tells me it's an anime. But anyway, he led off with Fortress named Bomb, and I said, you know what? I don't have anything to really hit this thing. I don't have fire punch. So I thought I'd just keep hitting this thing with a dynamic punch, hoping to get that confusion and just, you know, hacks him out. But he breaks through confusion for some toxic spikes, which will probably take place later. Well, like, it'll come into effect. What was I thinking? Anyway, he withdraws Fortress, interestingly enough. But I think I predicted it. Yep, I went for the Ice Punch, thinking, well, I think an Ice Punch could take out a Fortress from that little range of health, maybe. But great prediction on my part. Well, I think it's dumb luck, more likely. That I got a nice Ice Punch on a Crobat. But he goes for the Roost. Obviously saying now I'm gonna probably... what am I trying to say here? He goes for the Air Slash next, I believe. Oh no, I'm faster. How am I faster? I thought Crobats were like incredibly fast. Anyway, if you notice that it was super effective last turn, but it was not very effective this turn, for people like me who didn't know until this battle, that Roost actually eliminates the Pokemon's flying type for the turn that you use Roost. So that made him a pure poison type, so it did neutral damage with that Ice Punch. Anyway, but I switch out fearing the Air Slash, which he did go for. So I went to Chernobog here, you know, of Chernobog Mountain. No, wait, what's it? Bald Mountain. That's what Chernobog's from. Anyway, he goes for the Taunt, obviously predicting the Protect, because pretty much every Gliscor either has Protect or Swords Dance. But I decided to go for the Ice Fang. It was super effective this time because he didn't use Roost. And I did not know that was Crobat's shiny form. I thought Crobat had a different shiny form. Anyway, get my Poison Heal going. And this Crobat gives you so much trouble this battle. It's not even funny. So he gets to go for that Roost again, obviously predicting another Ice Fang. So now that he's roosted, he's not part flying this turn, but he's just pure poison. So Ice Fang's gonna do nothing. But I do get the Freeze, which is very nice, which I was kind of fishing for the whole time. Well, let's see here. I should have really sped this up. Any part with this Crobat is very stally. But anyway, I switch out saying, okay, I need to hit this thing with something more powerful, so I send in Dr. Facilier, who gets poisoned, but it doesn't matter because, you know, Magic Guard and all that. But now he's obviously fearing the Psychic, so any person who can see this coming is going to switch out to someone who can take a Psychic better. So I was predicting him to actually go out to Zoroark, because I saw Zoroark there. But he actually goes out to Blissey. I'm like, Blissey, why? Why didn't I just go for the Focus Blast, predicting Zoroark? I was stupid. But I missed my Focus Miss. Actually, I hit my Focus Miss. And then he goes for the Aromatherapy. I'm thinking, and now Crobat's thawed. So all my problems are now back. And I have a Blissey I just can't hit with a Focus Blast. I don't know if I predicted or I just wanted to hit this Blissey, but I went for the Psychic anyway. He decides to go for the Wish. And I'm thinking, why won't you die, Blissey? You need to die. I need to hit you with a Focus Blast. But he decides to withdraw this turn. And I decided I'm still not going for that Focus Blast because I know I'm going to miss. So I go for the Psychic, and it turns out he sends out his Fortress, probably as Death Fodder. He probably thought Fortress can take it and he was going to get the Wish Heal. But he couldn't take it because, you know, I'm Life Orbed. So anyway, he brings in Gallade. And I was fearing this thing from the beginning. I decided to go for that Shadow Ball. Just see if I can maybe crit him or something, you know, get some hacks going. And I almost, but it looks like he has some special defense invested in this thing. Or maybe Gallade's just naturally very special defense bulky. But he goes for that Night Slash. I was hoping to live, because sometimes I live a Night Slash, but something tells me this one's really invested in attack. So yeah, bring in Chernobog again. Hopefully to hit it with something else, but let's see. Yeah, he's gonna withdraw. Use him for a later time. He's gonna send out Tifa, his Hitmontop. I go for that Protect, just thinking what he's... well, I went for the Protect, fearing what Gallade was gonna do. But anyway, I go for that Earthquake now. Hit that Hitmontop. And you can hear that it is a Zoroark, and I kind of knew this coming in because this was our third battle, actually. The first two DC'd, and we didn't try recreating the battle each time. Each battle was completely different. We led off with a different Pokemon, we switched around differently. So it was like 3 different battles. And so, but I knew that he always disguised Zoroark as Hitmontop, so I knew that was Zoroark coming in. Like, all 3 battles he disguised it as Hitmontop. Anyway, so I decided to go for that Earthquake, but, you know, bad prediction on... Well, good prediction on his part, bad prediction on my part. And this is the part of the battle where it's going to get extremely stally, so I sped this up, right, coming up now. And since music doesn't speed up in my editor, I had to put different music in. So this is just a very stally part of him air slashing, roosting, me ice fanging, and protecting and poison healing, so... I just thought this is going to be the turning point where he's going to beat me out because I'm going to be down Gliscor and I'm going to have nothing to hit this thing with because Alakazam is gone. So at this point of the battle I was really doubting if I was going to win this or not, so... but Crobat and Gliscor can't really decide the battle, so it's really whoever can keep their Pokemon alive here is going to win the battle, probably. Because these 2 Pokemon are vicious. They can just make or break a battle. But he goes for the Taunt. I didn't know I can actually protect myself from a Taunt. I did not know that. But Poison Heal is keeping me good. He goes for that Roost again, so now he's only a pure Poison type. I had no idea about this. I actually asked him on Skype, why are you taking only neutral damage this time around when it was so super effective a couple turns ago? And then he told me that Roost eliminates the Flying type. Anyway, we're out of the stall part now. I decided to take a risk and switch out to Scar. And... go for that Air Slash, and surprisingly, Scar's gonna take that Air Slash a lot better than I thought he would. But, I decided to just take a risk here and go for another super effective move. And, let's see, is it here? I believe it is. No, he's gonna go for another Air Slash. Because, yeah, right, a Luxray is faster than the Crobat. Yeah, right, but yeah, take that very well. Next, I'm gonna go for that Wild Charge. I am a Expert Belt, actually. Expert Belt, Adamant Luxray, so... that will take out that Crobat. So, thank you, Scar, and your weird Wild Charge. I get to take massive recoil. And poison. But anyway, he sends in Zoroark, actually, because you'll tell by the damage, because Hitmontop is not... the real Hitmontop hasn't hit the battle yet, so you know that's Zoroark by the damage. You're gonna take me out with a Dark Pulse. Gonna get some leftovers. Now I think this is a perfect time to send out Gaston, because I could just Dynamic Punch the Zoroark. I get poisoned by the Toxic Spice. It doesn't only have 1 layer out, and I've been poisoned every time. But I have my Lumberry, so I'm gonna heal myself with that, but he goes for the Flamethrower. I don't know if he was hoping for a crit or something. I guess he just wanted some damage. Then I go for that Dynamic Punch, obviously super effective against Zoroark. Hi there, Zoroark, and you are dead. His name is Genesis. So yeah, if you guys know about Crisis Core, let me know. What is it? Anyway, so he's in his Gallade. And this was a returning theme in our previous 2 battles. Always Gallade versus Machamp. You always go for the Psycho Cut. But this time I decided to turn the tables a little bit. Because I thought Machamp would be faster, but he's not. So I went for that Bullet Punch. Just get... hopefully, maybe I was fishing for a crit, actually. But I was kind of hoping that a single Adamant Bullet Punch would take out the Gallade from that range. But it doesn't. So I bring in Gantu. And, you know, like every Sharpedo, I just want to go for get as much speed boost as I can. But I'm gonna go for that Waterfall, actually, instead of the Protect. Am I? No, I actually went for the Protect because I thought he would leave in Gallade to die. Because of the low health. I guess he has plans for Gallade later. So let's see, I can take my poison damage, and I believe, yeah, I get my speed boost. And now I'm going to go for that Waterfall, and this is actually a turning point of the game, because I find out something about his Blissey here. That, look at this, a single Waterfall non-boosted does that much damage to a Blissey. He later informs me that his Blissey is invested in HP and special defense, and I'm thinking, oh, that's why Waterfall did so much damage, because it's a physical move. But yeah, so I believe that the course of the battle severely would have been changed if he was more invested in defense than special defense. So I bring in Chernobog again, gonna go for that Earthquake to finish off that Blissey because it has no defense invested. But yeah, if I was a team of full special attackers, I would have been screwed. Anyway, get my poison heal, so Blissey's gone, I'm glad of that. Gallade comes in, I'm not liking that, I'm gonna go for the Protect, because I do not know if I'm faster, but obviously Gallade being RU and Gliscor being OU, you kind of would think that most Pokemon in OU would outspeed anything in RU. But I turn out to go for that Acrobatics. Super effective on a Gallade. I'm thinking of taking Acrobatics off Gliscor, just because for something different. Anyway, so he brings in his real Hitmontop now. So I'm gonna go for that super effective Acrobatics. And I think that is a 2-hit KO. He's gonna go for that high jump kick, just trying to fish for a crit or something. But I do have Jafar lying in the wings, so that will be the game. So, good game, Torrentialvid. A good 3 games, actually. I'm sad to say that I think he could have won if, based on those other 2 matches, because I was playing really stupid. Also, if his Blissey was more of a regular Blissey invested in defense instead of special defense, he would have won. So anyway, good game, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Bye.